Let me start by giving a brief introduction about Professor Nagappa. The Mysore University Information and Library Science Alumni Association Milan is meeting today on a very sad note. As all of you are aware, the Ajatashatru of our department, Professor B. Nagappa, passed away 2 months back, that is on January 17th, 2021, at the Brahmi Muhurtam in the morning around 4:15 a.m. It is paradox of life that in this era of instant communication, we did not get the information about the death of Professor B. Nagappa for 2 long months. The pandemic COVID-19 took away our beloved professor uh, within a matter of 2-3 days of contracting. As Professor Shalini Ares always tells us, we need to take good and bad things in life in their own stride and in a positive note, and we need to move ahead. I learned from his family circles that the last rites were performed with great difficulty, with little support because of pandemic. Throughout his life, Professor Nagappa was an ardent follower of Lord Buddha, and he used to chant every day the mantra Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. This information was shared to me by his daughter, Srimati Indra Benne, an alumnus of our department. It is all surprising that the cremation was done, had an astounding statue of Buddha, and Professor Nagappa was cremated in front of him. The surprise does not end here. Professor Nagappa had most of the verses of Mankutimana Kagga on his fingertips. He used to quote them invariably in any speech. To the surprise and happiness in the bitter times for his family members, the cremation compound had the verses of Mankutimana Kagga. This created a serene atmosphere for the family members. Professor Nagappa was a rationalist and a secularist in his approach. It was learned that at the cremation ground, the help from people belonging to other religion poured in from nowhere. All these cannot just be a matter of coincidence, at least for me. True to his name, Benne Nagappa, Professor B. Nagappa, was a gentle, outspoken, soft-spoken, humble, caring, and empathizing person. He was a personification of many other virtues too. He was very courteous to others, a quality which he probably admired the most, as revealed by the name Saujanya Shri that he has given to his house at Saraswatipuram. Born as a second among the five sons to a pious couple, Basappa Benne and Chenna Basamma, in the year 1936 at a village Chikkabidre of Harihara Taluk, Davangere district, Professor Nagappa married a pious lady, Srimati Basamma, in 1965. The couple has a daughter, Srimati Indira. Professor Nagappa carved a niche for himself from a very humble background to become a professor at the Department of Library and Information Science, University of Mysore, Mysore. He earned his BA from Maharajas College, Mysuru, MA in Anthropology from Karnataka University, Dharwad, BLASC and MLASC from University of Mysore. He always used to tell that he entered the teaching profession because of Professor K.S. Deshpande, whom he had accidentally met at the railway station. From 1970 to 1996, he was on the rolls of the teaching faculty at the University of Mysore, but for 2 years in between, when he earned professional experience by serving as a librarian at JJM Medical College at Davangere. As a professor, he was far excellent. I remember him walking down to the department every day and was hale and healthy throughout his life, except at the end. Post-retirement, he kept himself busy with reading the literary work both in Kannada and English, and gardening, a habit which endured till his last breath. Professor Nagappa taught me academic libraries, cataloging, and library management, apart from innumerable values of life that I adore even today. With this brief introduction, let us start the meeting with obituaries from the students, colleagues, friends, well-wishers, and so on. I'm sure many would be interested to speak. First, I will call a few designated speakers, and then others can volunteer to speak. In the interest of everybody's time, may I humbly request all of you, all the speakers, not to take more than 5 minutes. Let me first invite Professor H.A. Khan, a very long time colleague and a friend of Professor Nagappa, to say a few words. Professor Khan, sir.
Thank you for inviting me to speak on this occasion. I know Professor Nagapal as a student at Karnataka University and then at Mysore University. Was very serious as well as dedicated student. As a colleague at Mysore University Library, he worked with me as an assistant librarian, and then when he went over to the department, he joined as a lecturer, then became a reader, and then at last in the professor, he retired from the Department of Library Science. His specialized field was cataloging, which he did with very great interest and effectiveness. As a professional, he was very meticulous. Clarity of thought and expression was his admirable qualities. He was equally good both in English as well as Kannada. That was a great advantage in the department as well as in the public functions. As a person, was very and very cordial with students as well as teachers, very firm in his views, and had a very happy married life throughout his lifetime. As a friend, he was a very good host as well as a cordial person. I wish, coming from the rural region as he did, his achievements are really remarkable. I pray that God rest his soul in peace for all the time to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Khan. May I now request Professor Shalini or others, his student and a very long colleague of Professor Nagappa, to express her reminiscence of Professor Nagappa.
Professor Nagappa is no more. Today, we have all gathered here virtually to mourn the loss of a kind and gentle soul and celebrate his virtuous life. This simple human being. When we think of Professor Nagappa, I guess all of you will join in my thoughts when I say the image that conjures up before our mind is that of an affable, agreeable, and genial person with a fatherly smile that would not only spread to his face and to his eyes, and benignly looking at all of us with kindness and affection. One word that comes to our mind the moment we think of Professor Nagappa, or maybe I should say two words, are simplicity and humility. But remember, simplicity and humility were his greatest strengths. They were his strong points, or I might even use the word astras. Why do I use the word astra? Let me just narrate an incident that happened in the department long time back. Well, some of you might be thinking that, a teacher's life is very simple. You go teach and then come back and have a nice time. But then we do have some moments wherein not all students, but some students take, I would say, umbrage just because they have got less marks or failed or something like that. They have some reason. And usually that would happen to people like me or somebody like me. But once it so happened that Professor Nagappa was sitting in the, I think if my memory serves me right, in the computer laboratory or some place in the department. And one so-called aggrieved student, walks up to him with so much of aggression. And I would even say that some kind of some thought of violence in his head, saying that, why have you given me less marks? Can you believe what was Professor Nagappa's reaction? ಹೊಡಿಯಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಸರಿ ಹೊಡೆದು ಬಿಡು. He just stood like that. ಹೊಡಿಯಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹೊಡೆದು ಬಿಡು. You can imagine the kind of response that the student, he could not imagine. So he just simply put his head down and went away. That is what I mean when I say that simplicity and humility were his astras. He would bowl everyone over with his simplicity and humility, whoever it is. So that's why I would like to quote, just to highlight this point of how simplicity and humility were his strengths and astras. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher and writer and founder of Taoism, he says, I have just three things to teach: simplicity, patience, and compassion. I think, in my view, Professor Nagappa had all of these three in abundance. Now, one other aspect that I would like to say, he was my teacher as well as a colleague. Harinarayana mentioned about for 2 years, he went to Davangere. I mean, he was also talking about coincidences and things like that. In fact, it's a matter of, you can say, coincidence or whatever you call that. In fact, my entry to the department as a faculty was primarily facilitated by the fact that in 1976, Professor Nagappa went away for 2 years on deputation to serve as librarian of Davangere Medical College. And I had just passed my master's degree. I still remember that evening when he came home to a student's home and asked me to apply for a temporary lecturer's position in the department. So he said, you can, now I want to go and leave, for 2 years, and you can apply for this. And that's how my journey into academia started in the year 1976. He taught me cataloging. Just I want to say only one point here. All of you know, cataloging is both an intellectually intriguing or challenging subject, as well as a kind of a mechanical or a subject which requires, Professor Khan mentioned about his, how methodical he was, how diligent he was. It requires that kind of diligence and methodical approach, or I would say. detail orientation, or he saw God in these details. That's why when he was teaching cataloging, he was such a methodical person, in addition to being the great teacher. So this gives us an idea of, sometimes, the kind of courses or the domains that you choose to specialize in and your personality traits kind of align. So it was aligned that, he is such a person who would find God in details. And that's why in cataloging also, you will find the expertise in the details. Now, I would like to, he was also, as Harinarayana mentioned, he was a kind of a simple philosopher. Tyagi or Buddha, whatever you call that as. I still remember in some context when we were talking about, sending children abroad, US, etc., for higher studies and other, career opportunities. He mentioned one thing. ಎರಡು ತುತ್ತಿನ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಪರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್? Many a times it's not just for today's sake. I'm just using this. Many a times I have thought over this. And just, he had already passed and I didn't know. Just about a couple of weeks back when I was talking to my son, when he said, he's so tiring, etc., I quoted Nagappa and then I said, Coach, why don't you come back to Mysore? We can all, aram se live here. The point, and then he also said, well, that is one kind of philosophy too. I too agree sometimes, why do we go after all these rat race, etc.? My son also concurred with me saying this. So I would like to just end my small, eulogy, my tribute to Professor Nagappa with this recitation of a poem by Sam Walter Foss. Why I chose this poet is he was a librarian and a poet, and he was considered as a poet of a simple, common people. And in this poem, The House by the Side of the Road, he says, there are hermit souls that live withdrawn in the peace of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellowless firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze their paths where, but let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by, as good and as bad as I would not sit in the corner seat or hurl the cynic's bane. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Well, many of us are in this rat race. Many of us, want to trail new places. But here is a soul who was a friend to everyone just by being a simple, humane person. Professor, my own Namanatu.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It is now the time for me to invite Professor K.S. Raghavan, who was a colleague of Professor Nagappa for a brief period at the department and known him for decades. Professor Raghavan, please.
Thank you, Dr. Harinarayana. Yesterday, when I received a message from Dr. Sunil, I was shocked. I didn't know. I was in Mysore. I have been in Mysore for the last 4 years, and that Dr. Nagappa's passing was something that was not known to many of us. It's something that, I can never forgive myself for not being able to go to meet the family to convey our condolences. Anyway, when I joined the University of Mysore as a student of library science at Gangotri, Professor Nagappa was working in the library as an assistant librarian. And, it was our good fortune that towards the end of the academic year, around December, January 1969-70, Professor Nagappa was brought in to the department by Professor Patil to teach us cataloging. Professor Nagappa taught us classified catalog code, and his handwriting, real cataloger's handwriting, and I must say that if I like the subject cataloging and I continue to like it today, it's primarily because of his style, of his way of teaching the subject. He taught us cataloging, and then I had very special relationship with Professor Nagappa. Now, when I joined the department as a lecturer in 1971, Gangotri University of Mysore, Department of Library Science, Professor Nagappa became a student of mine. So it's a very special relationship which very few people have. I was his student when I did my B.Lib science, and he became a student of mine when he was doing his master's degree in library science. And we shared the same office. We sat in the same office room, and we lived on the same street in Saraswatipuram, 12th Main Road. I lived at this end of the road, and he was at the other end, and we had many occasions to visit each other's home. The family was known to us, and particularly that girl Indira. She was a small, a little girl at that time, and such a lovable girl. The family were excellent hosts, and we have enjoyed their hospitality umpteen number of times. And I'm sure my wife, who is also a student of Professor Nagappa, would join me in in saying how hospitable the couple were and the entire family was. Shalini and Harinarayana, Professor Khan, they have referred to some of his excellent qualities. A perfect gentleman Professor Nagappa was. I mean, it's very difficult to come across a person like him. You know, the kind of amount that he had as a teacher as well as an individual, and his approach to many of the issues. When I had to apply for a position in Madras University, Professor Nagappa was in Davangere. He had joined JJ Medical College as librarian, and then I did ask him. He was not very happy with my applying for a position in Madras University. He left it to me anyway. But subsequently, when a position came up in Mysore of the same rank, Professor Nagappa sent a message to me that I should apply. I didn't apply for that particular position, but he wanted me to come back to the Department of Library and Information Science at the University of Mysore. That is something, kind of relation, personal relation that he maintained with his colleagues, friends, well-wishers, and his students is something which is very, very difficult for others to. I mean, I have not at least come across anyone else apart from Professor Nagappa who had such excellent qualities. It's a big loss. His passing is a big loss, not just to the profession of a good person. We have lost a very good person, an excellent individual, and a great human being. I join every one of you in conveying heartfelt condolences to all the members of the bereaved family. I only hope and pray that God will give them all the strength to bear the loss. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor B.S. Maheshwarappa was a student and admirer of Professor Nagappa. He has collaborated a few research works with him. May I request Professor Maheshwarappa to say a few words?
My pranams to all my teachers, Professor H.A. Khan, Professor Shalini Aras, Professor K.S. Raghavan, and all others in the Department of Library and Information Science of University of Mysore. It is a very sad information, something that I got yesterday, stating that Professor Nagappa is no more. And virtual condolence meeting is scheduled on today. As Dr. Harinarayan just now mentioned, and also others mentioned, though it has happened on 17th January 2020, almost for more than 2 months, we were not knowing regarding the demise of Professor B. Nagappa. Very unfortunate thing, though we are living in internet age with all that communication facilities, this has happened. I think it is something mystery. I really do not know how it has happened. It has happened, but I take this opportunity to appreciate Milan, my DLAC, for arranging for condolence meeting, virtual meeting on today to mourn the demise of Professor B. Nagappa, formerly Professor of Library Information Science, Department of Library Information Science, University of Mysore, Mysore. As my teachers have already said about Professor Nagappa, B. Nagappa stands for Benny Nagappa. Like Benny, you see, very simple, straightforward, humble, courteous, human in his approach. He has taught us my entry into teaching position. I must remember this on this day that an opportunity that Professor H.A. Khan and Professor B. Nagappa, who actually gave me an opportunity to enter teaching position in library and information science. A great personality, very simple, straightforward, and as Madam Shalini Madam was telling, he has taught us cataloging. The way even Professor K.S. Raghavan sir also has made a mention of his style of teaching, especially cataloging, that actually created a lot of interest among the students of library and information science, especially as far as cataloging is concerned. And I have also worked with Professor B. Nagappa and published several articles in Kannada and English. And I have also worked with Professor Nagappa in one of the RRLF research project under the leadership of Professor H.A. Khan on public libraries in Karnataka state. A very nice person, unassuming, very sincere, honest, and it is as all my teachers and the made a mention that it is a great loss personally to me also, and also to our profession. And at this juncture, I take this opportunity to pray God, let his soul rest in peace. Let Almighty God give all the strength to his family to withstand the loss of great loss, especially wife and daughter Srimati Indira. And my personal appreciation for um, Milan for arranging a virtual condolence meeting. My pranams to all my teachers who have joined this condolence meeting on this day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Professor Kaiser Nikam was a student and a long-standing colleague of Professor Nagapal. I request Madam to recollect her association with Professor Nagapal.
Hello, can you hear me, Harinaran?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Go ahead.
Elrigu namaskara. Of late, I've been hearing a lot of deaths of very close friends and their, kin. And it's very sad when someone dies. One big question comes in front of my mind. Why people die? This is my main question to everybody. And why do they have to leave so early? Professor Nagappa was very healthy till recently he used to come to Manas Gangotri campus with Indra and her husband, and sometimes the grandson also used to accompany him. I used to always find them walking on the footpath of main roads of Manas Gangotri. And only, I think, a year ago or so, after COVID, we did not find him. And once we wanted to invite him for some function in the department, and one of my colleagues came and told me that he's not keeping well. And that was a kind of indication that he is sort of not coming out of the house. But I never thought that he will die so silently without us coming to know of it. It is, common practice among us that whenever somebody dies or there's a demise, we go and pay our respects to friends and their, relatives who pass away. Professor Nagappa's house was not very far from my house. It was so close by. We always used to cross his house and go together, myself and Preet, working, when we were working as a young girls, used to take a walk from Manas Gangotri and cross over his house and come home. And many times I visited his place. When we went to his house for some work, and he used to offer very rich drink personally made by himself. I don't know what he used to put in that. Maybe plenty of cashews and milk, and he would offer very affectionately. And he was a very simple, nice, humble man without any, greed. I would say he was a man of very few desires, and he was very devoted to his family and the profession. These are the only two things he was attached to, as I know. And he never aspired for any position, even in the department. When he was offered HOD's post also, one of the students threatened him and he immediately gave up. That was very sad. But he never felt sad about it. He just left it. He was such a kind-hearted and down-to-earth and a very nice person. I cannot mention in few words what he was. For example, the association of all my teachers and the predecessors in the department is what made us, the faculty in the Department of Library Science. We learned a lot of things from him. Many things, not one or two, how to lead a simple life and be quiet and do our job and mind our own business. And I never saw him aspiring for any material things like a car or a scooter. He always walked from his house to Manas Gangotri. Even for lunch, sometimes he used to go walk and have his lunch and come back. But I just wonder how we did not come to know about it. Anyway, now that it has come to our notice, better late than never, we came to know about his sad demise. And as usual, I pray to God to give him, the best of place in the heaven and let him be happy there and be one with the God. I thank all the organizers for giving me this opportunity. But I am, parting with a heavy heart that I could not see him when he passed away or meet him before he died. I'm very sorry about it. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now let me invite Sri N.V. Satyanarayana of Informatics to offer his obituary remarks on Professor B. Nagappa. I hope Sri Satyanarayana is there.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Thank you, Harinarayan, and thank you, Milan, for organizing this obituary meeting. It was a sudden shock to hear our beloved Professor Nagappa's sad demise. It was even a bigger and worse shock to get to know about this after 2 months. The memories of Professor Nagappa takes most of us here back to those years we spent in the department, alma mater in Mysore. Those days, I remember him taking a few classes, though I don't remember the topics he taught. I remember him as a very soft and soft-spoken person. Now, Sada Hasanmukhi, Harinarayan was mentioning that he was a staunch follower of Buddhist philosophy. ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಂದಸ್ಮಿತ, ಬುದ್ಧನ ಮುಖ ಥರನೇ ಮಂದಸ್ಮಿತ, ನಿರಾಡಂಬರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ. He came as the personification of simplicity and humility, and he was very hospitable. I would reminisce his kind hospitality whenever I met him because of a very pleasant incident. Was mentioning he moved to Davangere Medical College for a couple of years, I guess on deputation, sometime in early 80s, I guess. To Davangere, I met him in the college. By then I had moved out of HMT to start informatics. It was one of my early days of a kind of marketing visit. It was also one of the most memorable meeting of my teacher as my potential client. After the meeting, as I was getting to leave, he said, "You can't go like this. You will have to undergo a small punishment for meeting me." And he said that with a smile, his usual smile. I was very confused. He said, "I'll have to come to his house and have a dinner that evening with him." And he took me home insistingly. Now, how fortunate I was as a student to be treated by his teacher, by his wonderful hospitality. This incident is still etched in my mind. Long live his memory. My very deep condolences to his family, his daughter Indira, who is also used to be a librarian, I believe, and his wife. Long live his memories. I request Milan to do something as our love to him as his students in his memory and to celebrate his life. Thank you all. I also give a respect to my beloved teacher, Professor Khan and Raghavan, who are here on this occasion. I express my deep condolence to the family and pray for our professor's soul to rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. K.R. Nalini is the only PhD student of Professor B. Nagappa. I invite her to share her experience with him as his student.
Namaskara. Thank you, Dr. Harinarayan, for giving me this opportunity. With heavy heart, I would like to say a few words. With profound sorrow, I note the sad and sudden demise of my revered guide, Professor Nagappa. Words fail to me to express my pain as well as sorrow at the passing away of my beloved Guru. He was never a guide for me, he was the father figure. Doing PhD under his guidance, I never had any pressure. He was such a kind-hearted person. ನಾನು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು 6-7 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕೂಡ ಕೋಪದಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೋ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಚ್ಚ ಸ್ವರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೋ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿರಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ. He was a man of few words. Professor Nagappa epitomized simplicity, knowledge, virtues, and above all, his affable nature that would long be remembered by all his students. I told you 15 years back, I lost my father, my genetic father. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ಅನಾಥಳಾದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅನಾಥಳಾದ ಭಾವನೆ ನನಗೆ. ದೇವರು ಅವರ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಕರುಣಿಸಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಅಗಲಿಕೆ ನೋವನ್ನ ಭರಿಸೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಲ್ bow our heads to this great person, Professor Nagappa. Om Shanti. I have no words to tell anything about my Guru. I really am completely broken. When I came to know today morning, from that time, I'm completely broken. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to say at least few words about my father. Thank you.
Thank you, Nalini. Anyone who wants to speak may kindly do so. The floor is open for you. Volunteer yourself. Take not more than 5 minutes.
Harinarayana, you listen me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
This is Ramesh Babu from Chennai.
Yes, sir.
It is a very sad news. Yesterday I got through Professor Lalita Swami of Gulbarga University through WhatsApp message that Professor Nagappa has passed away on 21st January 2021. It was so surprising and I was a little bit annoyed. How come 2 months is not known to me the great teacher's demise? I immediately called Ramasheshu, what is the matter, and because I could not get connectivity with other friends in Mysore. Then he said, I also got the news very late. This is very sad. Due to the corona, we lost touch with the personal touch with our many of our friends, and the great professor's death is not known immediately. We had lost the glimpse of him personally. I was a student in 1978-79 batch, MLBSc course, where my friend Professor Kaiser Nigam was my classmate, and Professor Mahesh Rao was my contemporary at that time. And I had a great teachers, Professor Khan, Professor Solaniars Madam were my teachers. I also had teachers like Professor Panganaya, T.V. Subramaniam, and they are the people who taught me a master's program. And my association with Professor Nagappa is very friendly. He treats me like his brother, like that. And we used to go number of times with the Panganaya sir to the canteen, and we discuss more of academic and professional matters. Once when I got a job at Kendriya Vidyalaya, I want to go and disconnect the course and all that. And Nagappa and Professor Panganaya advised me, no, 1 semester over, you stay 1 more semester, you can finish and join somewhere. Don't be hurry to go to the Kendriya Vidyalaya or National Library, Telugu department at that time. Such a person has foreseen and helped me a lot. And after becoming a librarian and a teacher in University of Madras, he used to advise me in many cases, And in fact, we met number of times in KSOU along with Professor Panganaya, and we have written lessons, writing, all that. He was so dedicated teacher, has translated the English version into the Kannada of KSOU lessons. So I could not see a person working dedicatedly like that, with a very smiling, evergreen hero, I can say. It is very nice that my DLS and Department of Library Information Science has organized a virtual meeting, and it is opportunity for me to see my teachers virtually, Professor Khan, Professor Shalini Madam, and my colleague Professor K.S. Raghavan, and my friend Kaiser Nigam and Mahesh Surappa. Is very, one way I thank the organizers. I could have their messages virtually, and we pray the Almighty to bestow on him, his family, and may his soul rest in peace. And I thank the Harinarayana for giving the opportunity to share my thoughts. In fact, I learned the fundamentals of cataloging at the master's level, Professor Nagapa's teachings only. That's made me to teach in my career as a teacher in the Madras University and other places wherever I go as a visiting professor. The cataloging has given me a lot of hope. That is how I owe much to the Mysore University for my career. I owe much to my teachers, my pranams to my teachers, and I thank Harinarayana for organizing this program, and pay our respects to our departed teacher, Professor Nagappa, and may his soul rest in peace. I express my deepest condolences to Professor Nagappa's family, and I request the department to send resolution to the league, and we recollect our association with him, a long-term association, and I thank all the people and we have shared the sentiments of the death of Professor Nagappa. Of course, Nagappa is death is a loss to the profession in general, and in particular to the DLIS, Mysore University. It's a great loss to the department. In fact, I also thank Professor Lalita Swami for giving me the message yesterday. Yesterday was a very bad day for me in two reasons. One is, one of my close relatives yesterday passed away in the morning. I could not go to the COVID problems. And the evening I got the news from Lalita Swami. It's very, very sad. Unfortunately, 26 is not good for my career. And this is yesterday also 26. I had very, very bad news. I'm coming in my career throughout my life. I was afraid of 26 or 8. And yesterday I had two death news. One is my cousin brother, other one is Professor Nagappa's death. Anyway, it is we pray the God for his blessing, and I thank the organizers for a virtual meeting. All their expressed sentiment and to the departed soul, Professor Nagappa. I thanks to the Harinarayana for the opportunity to share my thoughts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Anybody else, please?
May I have a minute? This is Muhammad Tahir.
Sure.
In
Go
Canada.
ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you for organizing this meeting. I am not a student of Professor Nagappa, but I am very much appreciative of his personality. I have known him personally in the way in which I have met him in the department many times, and I appreciate the kind of personality he had, and it is a kind of understanding for me as to how a professional should be leading his life in terms of public relations. Whenever I met him, I saw him as an ordinary person, not as a professor, not as a guru, not as one who is giving knowledge to everyone. He was so humble, so simple, and I think he is giving us a good lesson of public relations, of being good to humanity, irrespective of whether you are a student, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a philosopher, or whatever you think yourself are, but he is a light for all of us to live that kind of a life humbly, simply, and collaborating with anyone and everyone wherever they are. My last request to the group is, Milan group, is if you can publish his brief bio somewhere on the newsletter or in the university newsletter, that will give a glimpse to those who lost this opportunity to know him, to know that he is no more, and to know what kind of a great personality he was in hiding. Sorry to use the word hiding, because great people are not in the limelight. They are so much involved and active in their job, in their profession, that they don't want the name to be appearing in the bold lights. I Googled for his name and for his contributions. There is hardly anything I can find with B. Nagappa. I can find so many Nagappas who are librarians, but B. Nagappa is silent on Google. Although Google brings out things which are hidden anywhere. Maybe my searching skills are still to be learned from high school, and I will respect the high school's philosophy of training people to be more creative and more able to search things that are in the deep web. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. We have noted your suggestion. Anybody else, please? May I request Srimati Indira to speak if possible? Indra, are you there?
Hello. Sir, can I?
Sure. Go ahead, Murali.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಉಳಿತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾಗಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನೆನಪಿದೆ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಲೋ.
Go ahead now.
It's cutting. Can't hear completely.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Sir, one కొన్న నాగప్ప స్టేజ్ మీద okay, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh yes.
Hari Indira has come. Why don't you allow her to speak now? Murali is not audible at all.
So, Indra, can you start, please? Unmute yourself. Indra, you have to unmute your device. You are not audible.
Sir,
now,
sir,
yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, thank you very much for arranging this, sir. I could meet most of his friends, and I could say that they are all his beloveds. Always used to speak about them. I don't know what else can I speak, because most of you spoke about him so well that I am in dearth of words. I do not know what I have to say. Before I can only tell you about what he used to tell me always. This Mankutimana Kaga, as you mentioned, always used to sing this, and whatever he sang or whatever he used to tell me, the ways same way he lived, I believe. This is what he used to tell me all the time, and this made me a strong person what I am today. And just to repeat what he used to say, sir, this is what he used to say. ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗು ಬೆಟ್ಟದಡಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯಾಗು ಕಲ್ಲಾಗು ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಮಳೆಯ ವಿಧಿಸುರಿಯೇ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯಾಗು ದೀನ ದುರ್ಬಲರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೊಳಗೊಂದಾಗು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. That's what the way he led his life, sir. And I'm still not able to come in terms with that he's not with us, because his demise was so sudden. And during that time, even my mother was in the ICU. I kept her in dark for almost 12 days, sir. Even I couldn't tell her that what had happened. It was such a traumatic time for me that still I'm trying to come out of that. Now I could see what love and affection he had. I'm really overwhelmed, sir. Thank you so much for arranging this and speaking so many good things about him. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for saying such good things about my father, beloved father. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Indra. So, anybody else wants to speak?
Good evening, everybody. This is Aisha from the batch of
Go ahead.
95, 96. Yeah, I always wanted to meet my teachers and my seniors, but this is not the occasion that I wanted to see everybody. Hearing the news of Sir's demise is a shock, like everybody has been seeing. I mean, and that too, that it happened in January and we're getting to know about it in the end of March is in this jet speed where things just come to you even before they happen. And I think just like how Sir was soft, humble, quiet, unnerved by whatever used to happen around, he lived his life peacefully and he went away without anybody knowing that he was there. I have been Indra's classmate, and for all of us, Professor Nagappa was Anna. I remember we used to ask, "Ivattu Anna or class ilva?" That is how everyone used to ask. Today we don't have his class when he wasn't there. Ever smiling, always sweet, and he used to. I mean, he used to have that small bow when he used to, speak to us. Never look into the eye of the student. The respect that he used to have for each and every one, in spite of us being his students, he never used to show that, I am your professor, I am your teacher. He did not demand respect, but there was certain command that, anyone would respect him. It's really very sad, and may God give strength to his family. May Professor Nagappa rest in peace. Like everybody else, I think we should do something to keep his memory alive.
Thank you, Aisha. Anybody else? Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. This is I'm Siddesh. I'm Indra's Srimati Indra's cousin brother. So Professor Nagappa is a father actually. So I would like to say some few words about it.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So I would like to begin with Nagappa. So his Dodappa I used to call him. So he was like an epitome of knowledge, kindness, humility, and all the qualities which have been summed up by so many speakers. Like he was a beacon of light whom I used to look up to. So what I want to convey is how he became a bridge. Like so many of you, now I am getting my memory refreshed, like Khan sir, Maheshwarappa sir, Kaiser madam. I don't know whether you remember or not. I was a small kid, used to visit his house and used to come to his house, or I used to visit your house. So now after so many years, it's such a this one at this sad this one condolence, but still, like I was always taken to university by him. So he inculcated a lot many very aspiring or this one inspiring things. Like he used to make me sit and read in the Gangotri library at the age of 10 and 12. So what have become, I will really want to thank my Dodappa for all the things which I have achieved in my life. And also it is so nice to hear and to see so many good things from all the speakers, and it shows how influential he was, how many lives he has touched. So I would really like to thank Hare Krishna sir and all the others who have joined for arranging this condolence meeting, and I'm really sorry that we could not convey to the department or the people who are so close to him. But really, it was like a really turmoil that on January 17, it was struck like a light of botany that his demise, which I couldn't really even now cannot accept. So, but your words of wisdom, your words of appreciation, your words of inspiration, really, I hope will uplift me and try to get on with my life. And as a guiding light, I will look up to him. I think somewhere from the heaven, he will be guiding me and all others. So thank you for all the people involved in today's condolence meeting for arranging such a wonderful gesture. Really, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Anybody else wants to speak? Vijay Kumar, you have to unmute yourself. I think you are trying to speak.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm Vijay Kumar. I was a student of Professor Nagappa in the year 1975-76, after which he moved to JJM College. To say only one word about him is the most humble person I have ever seen, unassuming, always ready to help his students. I really miss him, and it was a deep shock last night when I came to know about him, which I could not even digest even now. I pray God for his soul to rest in peace and give strength to his family. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So anybody else wants to speak? Okay, if there are no more people to speak, let us end this meeting. And with another information, Milan has lost two of its members, Sri B.G. Sundar Singh, retired scientist, DST, Government of India, and Dr. B. Ravi, Deputy Librarian, University of Hyderabad, recently. Milan expresses its heartfelt condolences to them.
Harinarayan, Ramakrishna Gowda is also my classmate with Ramesh Babu. He also died recently.
Ramakrishna Gowda.
Ramakrishna Gowda of Kuvempu University.
Kuvempu University.
Yeah.
So their contribution to the department is also. This will conclude today's meeting. Good night.
Thank you so much for arranging such a nice